Right now, on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting 4x4, double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Where the right flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Now I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I'm in a scratcher. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Taxing.
Joe, man. Quarterback got range, nigga. Quarterback got range, nigga. No, nigga. Yes, of course I do. Don't say that. Why do you have to talk loud? You lucky I drink like an animal. I don't know. I just know. I don't know all that shit. Is it?
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Arizona Cardinals. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Earlier, Charles, we talked about the Cardinals' 1-6 start and that 45-10 loss to Denver in a nationally televised broadcast last week, Week 7. So where do they go from here? Because obviously things are not working.
You're exactly right. And look, we knew they would.
And it's intercepted.
See what happens.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Patriot football again, and this team under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daniel Buchanan able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. The Cards get to him here. sack. Marcus Golden in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Christian Kirk deep to return it. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fielded at the 33. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting them in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now the 1st carry for Chase Edmonds. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Leopard! No, check, Patriot! No, check, Patriot!
On 3rd down, Rosen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this 1st quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time.
Now let's go! Green 39!
They're going on 4th down. Rosen, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They'll be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's another second and goal, this time from half the distance closer.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. The quick slant caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. 4th down. Here's Rosen. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And now out come the Patriots. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets hard.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 26. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Here we go now.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Rosen just getting the snap off and 1. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And now running right through it. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to Foxborough after this. He'll get it up the middle. And he is met quickly in the back midfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer.
Hurry up, here we go.
To Johnson again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Williams to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. But they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's the man traded by the Patriots, Chandler Jones. Able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing now is Brady. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down. Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run it here. This is James White. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The final shot before half for Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 11. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And some strong running. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
on plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. On third and long, it's Brady. Caught by Allen. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? Yeah, down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, they got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
The Cardinals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Play action here with Rosen. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. He was looking for Gronk that time. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They go to Johnson again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And now it's Rosen looking. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Patriots have it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now White, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back now in Foxborough. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin to... On 1st down, Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Edelman was the intended target. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's got Fitzgerald. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rosen. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Now, this may be a free play here for Rosen. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On 2nd down, Johnson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, that's Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite one.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now set to take over again. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Marcus Golden in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He's back to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Might not be anyone that's run the 2-minute drill better than Tom Brady, 2nd all-time in 4th-quarter comebacks.
And even though he's 2nd all-time, it feels like 1st in all the most important comebacks. He's the right guy to have the ball in this situation.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start on the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Now Johnson, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. Johnson on a counter. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game.